You're like, I'm stuck in my head. What does it even mean? I'm stuck in there.
You have my undivided attention.
When you're interacting, you're out socially and you're stuck. So we're just, I'm in my head. So I'm thinking of the techniques. No, forget the technique. X that out. Get to the mindsets.
Welcome to my world. What's good, bosses and bossettes? Madison here, and I help people with their social skills by mastering their inner freedom. Now, just coming off a little trip, I look like I'm in Abu Dhabi or somewhere, but I'm actually in Prague. I'm about to head over to Helsinki in a bit. Just finished some great programs over here, and I want you to know that I'm actually going to be doing a Canadian tour right now. So here's a quick announcement. If you are in Montreal or if you are in Toronto, come see me. I'm going to be doing a Toronto program. I'll put the dates of it right here so you can see it. And also a Montreal free tour. And the free tour is you get to come out, meet me face to face, meet people in your area, have a bunch of questions answered, hear stories, jokes, everything. This is a great time, an opportunity to network. So I'll put the dates on it right here. If you're in Canada, come and see me face to face. Don't just stay home watching videos for weeks and months and decades until you're 204 and you still haven't come to a free event, all right? We're not doing these forever. Take advantage of them while you can. Before we even continue, go ahead, click them, reserve your spot, get your seat. I don't want you waiting outside in the hallway trying to listen into the door, trying to hear what's happening, okay? Now, that's done. Today's video is all about the idea of why you can't express yourself in that moment. When you see somebody, a person you want to talk to, you have all these things you want to say. Why are you not free in that moment? It comes down to two things. Most likely, you're attached to the story of your past, or you're worried about your performance in the future. And that's holding you back from executing, being free, not running out of things to say, expressing what's on your mind, and having intentions in that moment. Socially, or if you want to get attraction with somebody, that's what's holding you back. So today we're going to break down exactly how to do this. It's a step-by-step system that I have, and I break it down in extreme detail. I don't just theorize about it. I make it very logical and granular. So if you're a very tactical person, you can see it on the whiteboard and it makes sense to you because I'm visualizing it for you, okay? So let's watch the video and I'll see you at the end. So one of the big things we were talking about is this idea of like getting stuck in your head. And like, what is that? What does that even mean? You know, you're stuck in your head. Let's just start there. And then we'll work through like a framework of it, what that means, how to deal with it, and then some mantras that you can come up with yourself for each part of those judgments. So you said before, being stuck in your head, this is your head. You're like, I'm stuck in my head. What does it even mean? I'm stuck in there. But you always had your head. No, I'm stuck in my head now. But you had your head with you all day. But no, now I'm stuck in it. How are you in your head? Your head is a part of you. No, I'm stuck in my head. It's a weird phrase, right? I think essentially what it means is it's like I'm feeling severe amounts of every kind of judgment. The self-judgment we talked about, the persona judgment we talked about, and the idea of the story. Okay? And because of that, you're having I call being stuck in your head a performance anxiety. That's really what it is. So you're really worried, mostly, I think, about the technical. I'm so bad at writing under the marker, okay? The technical. You're really just concerned with the technical. You're stuck in your head. You're thinking, how do I do ABC? I'm not good enough to execute ABC. What do I do if this person responds with XYZ? Then what would I do? You're trying to like map out the whole thing in your head, and you can't do it. So you're stuck in your head. You're stuck in the processing computer of your brain, okay? Eckhart Tolle will be calling that mind stuff. Mind stuff. There's a lot of mind stuff. The mind is an incredible tool. It's an incredible computer. When it gets out of hand, it's processing too much information, and it just destroys your ability to perform, okay? There's a great book also called The Inner Game of Tennis, which says when you're in the flow, it's like your ability matches your preparation. The mind stuff is just gone. So what I really think is this. I think it works in three levels, okay? This is just you don't have to remember this. It's just to break down further what you said. You should visualize it. Come up with some ideas, some solutions here. So I think here's the flow that you want to get into socially.
Then over here, you have one thing there. You have one thing there. You have one thing here. Okay? Now, what do you think this one is? In the back. Flow is now. Okay? Flow is now. So if that's a flow, it's like right now. What do you think this is? Past. Which is your... A little louder.
Background.
Background, what I called your story, right? Story judgment. So if that's the past, this is now, then this is future. Yeah. And if it's future, what is that?
Imagining.
Uh-huh. It is the persona. You're imagining how you're going to appear to people in the future. It hasn't happened yet. Persona and judgment is all in the future. Okay, it's called persona there. And this is like more like when you're not in the flow. When you're not in the flow, okay, the flow is when you're doing it. When you're not in the flow, what kind of judgment is it? In the moment. Yeah. Boom. That's basically what's happening. So what needs to happen here to fix this is you got to come up with some solutions. You got to come up with a solution for your story in that moment, solution for your self-judgment in the now, and it's persona judgment you have in the future, right? All right. It's very easy, guys. You've already seen the answers. What are some things we said in that video that we're repeating to the student that helped them? Owen said,
0 judgment.
0% judgment, 0% judgment, 0% judgment, 0% judgment, right? That's a little mantra you can have, a little reminder you can have for yourself in that moment, just to be able to get out of your own way in that moment. 0% judgment, 0% judgment, okay? 100% effort, 0%, 100% effort, 0% judgment. 100% commit, 0% stress, okay? 0% judgment. I have another great one that I say in the future. I say, either you win, which is the future, or you're going to learn how to win. That's what I say. Takes care of both. Either I'm going to win right now, and it goes great. I could be lucky. It's my lucky day. It works out. Or I'm going to learn how to win, which means I'm going to learn. Maybe I'm going to lose today, but I'll learn how to do better in the future. I'll learn how to do better in the future. So that means in the future I might win. Okay? Little mantras like this. One of the other ones I say is like a boss. Got blown out like a boss. Got rejected like a boss. Made a fool out of myself like a boss. So that's what? Changing the what of myself? Changing the story about myself. Where your story might be, man, I'm always never good at this. I always get rejected. I always feel terrible. Man, I got rejected like a boss. I went for it. Got blown out like a boss. At home, crying like a boss. Eating ice cream like a boss. You know? At the pizza shop, still getting blown out like a boss. I'm changing the story of myself. Okay? What are some other mantras you can have to fix either one of these three? Help you out. What can you come up with for yourself? What are some mantras you can come up with?
You can't do anything about the past, and that's one for the story for the past. So just accept it.
That's maybe if that works for you personally, it's great. You can't do anything about the past. Just make the effort right now. Just take action. One of the ones that we always say is, at the end of the day, you are going home with who you are as a person. And the only person that you hang out with at the end of the day is yourself. So you got to be proud of your action. Okay? That's relieving the pressure about self-judgment. At the end of the day, you go home with yourself. You might not get the girl. You go home with only yourself. So don't worry about it. You know you're taking somebody home. So you got to be happy with you, because you're taking yourself home. Guaranteed close. So be happy with that person you're taking home. Somebody taking home the girl and she's miserable, right? She's a terrible person. You don't know. What's the other one? What's another mantra you can come up with? Let's come up with a few for the future, for yourself. Be sure to write these down because you're not going to remember these in the future. Okay? So we've got either you win or you learn how to win. I know I'm going home myself at the end of the night. That's who I want to be happy with. Do it for the reference experience. Do it for the lesson of the future. The learning frames is one of the strongest frames you can have for the future. That's how you beat it. The learning frame. This idea that I'm learning something from it. You know, it's like the idea that like I'm losing some money now, but I know the education will be worth it. The lesson I'm getting is worth it. So the learning frame is incredible to deal with the future performance pressure. That's a big one. What about in the now? How do you deal with judgment in the now?
Treat you like yourself, like you treat a friend.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, treat yourself like you treat a friend. Because if you're not being good to yourself, then no one's going to like you in the future, right? So there's both. We had a student one time, he came to us and he said, he just did some Wim Hof breathing with us on the fourth day of the self-help program. And he was just like on the floor, just like, it's just going crazy. It's actually Mark was working with him at the time. He's on the floor, he's going crazy. He's like, I feel upset that no one will love me. No one will love me. I can't make my parents happy. I can't make my family happy. I can't make anybody happy. And then we said to him, all right, you're leaving somebody else out. Who are you leaving out? Who are you leaving out? He's like, I don't know. Who are you leaving out? I don't know. Who's the one person you're not loving? Myself. It's like, you got to love yourself first, man, before anybody else can love you. You got to start loving yourself, treating yourself with love. So that's why what you said, that phrase is so great. Treat yourself with love in the moment. That'll come in the future. That'll take care of itself. Self-love is really important in the moment. Just be good to yourself. Yeah? Sometimes I'm on a program and I ask people, what do you want to do? Like last night I asked them, like, what do you want to do? Had this beautiful lady with you. Her friend also likes you. I'm like, what do you want? You're like, I want this one. 20 minutes later, actually, I thought I wanted that one. It's like, what do you want? But you're not used to ask. So this is a crazy thing. You're not used to asking yourself what you even want usually. That's self-judgment. You're so not used to asking yourself what you want. It's like a foreign concept. Like, what do I even want? Because you're too busy either making other people happy. I bet there was a part of you that said, I can't leave this person I'm with right now because it would hurt her feelings. So you're kind of there a little bit to make her happy. All right? Because like, what did you want? It's like you came last in that situation. Your self-importance, your self-love, your self-desires came last. Sometimes I have people that come on program that don't even know what they want. I'm like, why are you, so great, you spent $2,000, $3,000 US to be here. Cool, amazing. First day, let's get down to it. I'm here to help you, guide you through it. I'm your mentor, let's create change. Why are you here? I don't know. All right, let's skip that. We'll get back to that in a second. What are your goals? I don't know. I'm like, what? You spend all this money, you don't know what your goals and what you want are. He's never asked himself. His self-judgment is so high that he doesn't know what he wants right now. He doesn't know what he wants right now. He has no idea. All right? So we got to think of being loving to ourselves in the moment. Treat yourself nice in the moment. Then worry about somebody else. Be a little selfish in the moment for yourself. All right? If you see somebody you want to talk to, say, oh, this is for me. This is so for me. That's for me. And going to talk to them is a present for yourself. Wow, I had to come talk to you. This is so for me. It's for you too, but this is definitely for me. You are definitely for me. Make them a present to yourself. The interaction is a present to you. Make yourself laugh. Do what makes you laugh. Okay? One of the things that we always say is find something funny with every interaction. Now you might walk up to someone, if you try to do a joke, you're trying to perform. It's not going to work. But if you walk up to somebody and you just make yourself laugh, it's for you. The approach is for you. You're going to have a great time. Whether the approach goes good or bad, you're going to have a great time. If you get blown out, You're gonna get blown out like a boss. You're gonna find something funny interaction. You're gonna make fake tears. You're gonna put a pretend gun in your mouth. You're going to slump your shoulders and wallow off the sadness. You're gonna change your voice and go, forever alone, womp, womp, womp. If you're white, you're gonna ask, is it because you're black? Okay? You're gonna make the approach funny for yourself so you can find ways to love yourself in that moment. It's not about the performance, it's about you enjoying it. Somehow approaching people became if they liked it. And it got to that, where it should be, did you enjoy it? Because if you enjoy it, there's a good chance that they will enjoy it, right? Let's talk about your story. This never happens to me. I'm never lucky. I never get a chance, okay? Well, your story. Well, your story of who you've been is not really who you are. Just your circumstances you grew up in, just your environment. Part of it could be your nature, but part of it's mostly your environment. At least 50% of it is how you grew up. At least 50% of it is your environment. 50% of it. You know, ask yourself this question. Does a child who grows up in India in the slums, does that mean that they are less worthy to be a human? Does that mean they don't deserve love or comfort? Doesn't mean that at all. A child growing up in the slums doesn't mean that. It's just a situation that they grew up in. Just an environment. The same way for you, you grew up in a situation socially where you didn't get what you needed to blend in with everybody else. You just didn't get that. You were just a seed that didn't get some good nutrients. Doesn't mean the seed is bad. Okay? So the story of who you grew up is not even you. It's just your environment you're nurturing. It's not even who you are. Had you grown up the popular kid on the football team, or had you grown up with a great girlfriend when you were 18 years old, had those situations been different, you would be a different person today. So don't be hard at yourself for your story, man. It's the past. It's the past. Your story is not who you are. Okay? That was me yesterday. Today I'm me. Today I'm new. I'm brand new, bitch. I'm brand new. That was me yesterday. Yesterday, you didn't know what you knew today. You're like 5% smarter already just from watching this. Yesterday, you didn't know what you knew today, so you're not the same person. Life wasn't the same yesterday. The world's changed since yesterday. You're a new person. That's old news. Okay? So who you are in your story, not who you're stuck to. As Tony Robbins would say, the past does not equal the future. That's what he says. Past doesn't equal the future. Okay? So these are mantras you can have in your mind the whole time. When you're interacting, you're out socially and you're stuck. So we're just, I'm in my head. So I'm thinking of the techniques. No. Forget the technique. X that out. Get to the mindsets. The past does not equal the future. The story of me is not who I am. Okay? Love myself in the now. Find something funny on every approach. Be good to myself. Either you win or you learn how to win. I'm going to get blown out like a boss. I always go home with myself at the end of the night. Have these mantras. 0% judgment. Have these mantras for yourself to get yourself into the right headspace. Because they're the truth. They're the actual truth. Okay? Any questions about that? I broke down your brain like a sign. I know, this is what I think about at night. This is what my brain, it's too, it's funny. These are like inner game concepts, but I explain them in a framework that can make sense. So even though it's like inner games, I'm like, I have emotions. I'm helping you sort out your emotions into buckets. So you're like, oh, I feel in my head. What does that mean? Okay, it's this bucket. Cool. You don't have to think about any of this. Just have the mantras queued up in your mind. Just have the mantras queued up in your mind. You don't have to think about any of this. You can forget all this. Exit from your mind. Just have the mantras there. Okay? And the idea is like, this is very easy for you. You're already born with everything you need to know. You already know how to have a conversation. You've been doing it since you were a baby. You've spoken before. You know, let's remove that filter that's blocking you. Any questions? Yeah.
So say you've been working all day, and it's Friday night, and you've just been working real hard in your business, and you're stuck in your head. Is it just, you just got to go out and just start doing it?
Yeah, we're gonna give you guys some drills in a moment that'll help you get out of your head, that'll help you as well. But the mindsets are important, right? I suck right now. Yeah, that's fine. Either you win or you learn how to win. I suck right now. 0% judgment on the approach. All right, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna happen. Hey, what's up? Oh my gosh, that was so horrible. That was so terrible. I don't deserve anything happening well right now. I really need to just go home and cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm on a big fat pillow. Do you have enough tissue? Do you have pillows for the both of us? No. She walks off. You're like, nope. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. That went equally as bad as I thought it was gonna go. Could I do worse? Let me see if I could do worse. You have fun with it, right? You don't put a performance of like, I gotta be amazing. You lower the bar on how good it has to be. You make it like the absolute minimum. Okay, you take away all the performance anxiety of the future. Because that's what it is. When you're like, man, I'm in a really logical state. I need to go out and be crazy expressive. I need to go out and be in the zone. It's too much expectation. No one could do that. Maybe like some people, but most people can't do that. So just lower the bar on it. Don't hold yourself to such a high criteria performance. It's okay to give a 2 out of 10 performance. It's okay to give a 4 out of 10 performance. Even when I say that, you guys are like,
What's up, Montreal? It's homie Madison. I'm coming to your town. That's right, coming to Montreal to do a free event very, very soon. You can meet me face to face. So what is a free tour? It's basically the rock star concert of self-development, where we're there telling stories, legendary stories from eons ago that we experienced in our lives. We're also telling jokes and breaking down your questions. And this isn't like when you watch a YouTube video. It's tailored, specific, pinpointed questions to your exact life. So it's the answer that you can't get anywhere else because it's tailored to you. The major thing that happens when you come to one of these events is your beliefs change. Your beliefs about yourself and your beliefs about what is possible. You might say, well, you're shy, you're introverted, you're not comfortable in a crowd. We want to change that and make you believe it's possible. The major way is by seeing me, because you're going to meet me face to face and say, if Madison can do it, he's a real person when I see him face to face, so obviously I can do it too. And I want you to leave with that belief. I also want you to meet other like-minded individuals at this seminar, because when you meet them, these are going to be your new friends. They're there to network and support you and guide you and motivate you. It's not like you're on this journey alone. You have a whole bunch of people in your neighborhood on the same journey. People often meet me in the street and they go, Madison, I can't believe you're here. I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, what are you doing here? What are you doing in my city, in my club? I'm like, I was here yesterday. I did a free event. He's like, oh, I didn't know about it. I wish I knew about it, or else I would have came. And that's why I'm doing this video for you, so that you can know about it in advance. Don't be the person that misses out and approaches me in the street and asks me for a selfie. Good job in the selfie, but it doesn't help your life. I want to see you in the audience. I want to meet you and answer your particular questions. I want to help you, guide you, motivate you, and push you. Maybe thinking to yourself a little bit skeptical, thinking, how can Madison help me? What's the bonus or the benefit of actually coming here? Well, think about it. You are your own worst enemy. You are your own worst coach, in fact. Because if the way you thought and the way you did things helped you, you wouldn't be in the mess you are right now. You would be enjoying and loving your life, but a part of you is not. If what you're doing was going to work, you have everything you want, but you don't. Whose fault is that? That's yours for not seeking out the help that you need, not getting advice that you need, not surrounding you with mentors that can push you in that direction. So I want to see you at this event so I can do that. You're also probably thinking to yourself, well, maybe I'll wait. But you've been waiting, how long has it been? A year watching videos, 2 years watching videos? You've been waiting all along. If that idea of waiting or that skepticism would have helped you, you would have had what you wanted. So stop waiting, because you've waited already, okay? It's time for you to actually see these results in your life and improve your life by coming to an event for free. It costs you nothing. It's a no-brainer. What do you have to lose except the pain and regret of not showing up? No one should have to live their life like that ever. And I don't want that to happen to you. And I love you because I've been in your shoes. I've been that beginner. I've been that newbie, man, struggling, just trying to make sense of it all, making horrible mistakes over and over again, not even knowing what I'm doing wrong until I found a mentor to help guide me, fix my foundations, and get that rock solid. If you're intermediate, well, the number one problem you have is headspaces and mindsets. Your friends don't support you, your family's not in the right headspace, so how do you surround yourself with people that are like-minded? Come to the free event. See me face to face. Vibe off of my energy. Fix those headspaces and mindsets so we get you some success. And if you're advanced, you already know what it's like. You already know what you're doing. But sometimes a little supportive help is great. So come meet that new network that's waiting for you of other advanced people that are also studying this stuff and really trying to get it handled. So let's start taking action. Let's stop kidding ourselves. Click the link down below, come to the MadisonFreetour.com, reserve your seat. I'm going to help with your emotional intelligence, understanding why you do certain things, why people around you have those strange behaviors. I'm going to help you with your higher value self and enhancing your inner world. Most importantly, eliminating all of your sticking points and blind spots. I'm going to help you with this in person. I look forward to meeting you.